Okay, so you've heard of the Scholar's Mate, but have you heard of the Sneaky Scholar's Mate? Don't say yes, I just made it up, so you could not possibly have known it unless you're inside my computer, but you're not. You're at home and you're about to learn from Chess Kid. But before we get going, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and away we go. Okay, Scholar's Mate, a lot of people know because it's probably one of the first checkmates you'll ever do or have done to you in chess. It's when the bishop goes to c4 and aims at f7, the weak spot. And when black develops normally, white goes after the weak spot again, and oops, black forgets to guard it with the queen on one of these squares, or even pawn g6 blocking the queen would be a good move. But black plays knight f6 and wah, wah, wah. We have all shed these tears before. We've all gotten mated, let's be honest. Stand up if you've gotten mated this way. You should be standing up. What? Never happened to you? Well, you're one of the lucky ones. Clearly it's checkmate, but even after learning the standard Scholar's Mate, it doesn't mean that the learning is done, because we just hit the way back button, and now I'm going to show you how I used the sneaky Scholar's Mate to beat an actual chess master one day. Now, I admit it was a blitz game, but it still happened. So, from the way back archives, here is how Fun Master Mike's game went when I was a teenager. I played knight f3, my opponent played d6. Okay, not the greatest move, but it is called the Philidor's defense, and Philidor's pretty good at chess, so I played bishop c4, aiming at the weak spot. Now, my opponent played bishop to g4. Not that bad of a move, but remember, this is not an absolute pin, it's a relative pin, meaning the knight is legally allowed to move, even though most times you don't want to lose your queen. However, let's get back to that idea in just a minute. I just played the move knight c3, and then my opponent made a big blunder. My opponent developed the knight on g8, but did not go to the happy square. My opponent went to e7. Uh-oh. There's actually multiple good moves here, but I played the sneaky Scholar's Mate. I played knight takes e5. Now, I want to give my opponent credit, because when a chess master is faced with an unexpected move, a chess master does not move right away. A chess master says, wait a minute, why did I not see that move? And of course, he came to the realization quite quickly that if the queen is captured, I will give the sneaky Scholar's Mate, which happens with a bishop, not a queen. Pretty cool checkmate. So, my opponent said, wait a minute. You trick me, I trick you back. My opponent played the move d5. And the idea is if I take this pawn, let's say with my pawn, I will block my bishop. There will be no sneakiness. I will lose my queen, and I will lose the game. However, I did the super sneaky Scholar's Mate. I'm running out of S words. I played knight takes pawn, and then my opponent captured my queen, thinking my bishop can't jump over my knight to get the checkmate. But I played knight f6 check, a clearance sacrifice, clearing out the bishop, and then the only legal move is to take my knight. And even though I'm down a queen and a knight, I got to play the sneaky Scholar's Mate. That just goes to show you, chess kids, even though you've seen an idea once, it doesn't mean it's an idea that you've mastered. It still might come up in a slightly different form later in the game. Remember to guard your weak spot, guard f7, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to checkmate a chess master in 8 moves like I was able.